I'm totally excited that the tolls are gone. I'm a little bit nervous that the traffic's going to be a lot worse now.
Certainly love to run around and chase each other and wrestle. Of course, if you adopt two, you get double the fun and double the cuddles.
What is your motto here? If it ain't all over your face?
If it ain't all over your face, it ain't real barbecue.
It's all on my face right now.
It always surprises me, the generosity of people. I just want to say thank you.
Fraser Focus, a fresh perspective beyond the bridge.
Hello and welcome to another edition of Fraser Focus, local places and local faces. I'm Dean Atwell.
And I'm Leah Bolton, I'm the local face. We have another amazing show for you guys this week. We touch in with our special series, the AdoptaPet segment. There's some cute little kittens and a dog that need adopting. They need a home. As well, we stopped by the Salvation Army Gateway of Hope. It's September and they gave away school supplies to local kids.
We'll also be meeting a local food truck operator that is wowing the community not only with his charitable work, but with tasty tales of his culinary experience.
But first, hot news, we are here at the Golden Ears Bridge. Why are we here? Because there's no more bridge tolls.
Effective September 1st, midnight, tolls on Portman Bridge and Golden Ears Bridge are gone.
Gone.
This was our promise during the election platform, and we're keeping that promise. Part of the promise is to making lives more affordable for British Columbians. It is one of the most expensive area in the country to live, the Lower Mainland is, and people are hurting. And people pay more, and they're working longer, but they're not moving ahead.
I'm totally excited that the tolls are gone. I'm a little bit nervous that the traffic's going to be a lot worse now that it's actually, the tolls are gone. But it's saving me over $180 a month.
That's incredible.
It is. It is. And I always felt it a little unfair that I had to pay it just because I lived about 2 miles on the other side of the bridge.
This is a challenge for, I think, our economy, our financial situation. This is a all politics kind of decision. This is not necessarily a well thought out decision that looks at both sides of the ledger. Clearly people would rather not pay, but the reality is the debt is there. There is a multi-billion-dollar debt on the Portman. The Golden Ears is an interesting one because it's not in fact a provincial piece of infrastructure, yet the province has decided that there will be no tolls on it. So I take it that the province of British Columbia is now going to take that TransLink debt because that is a TransLink bridge.
The provincial government, it's their decision and we're working with them and we're going to follow their mandate. That's our role. We have done some traffic modeling ahead of this and we do expect, for example, a decrease on the Patello, possibly an increase on the Golden Ears Bridge. It's something we're monitoring and we will be looking at that and sort of have something more to say in the future once we have some hard numbers.
So now that it's September, the traffic on the Patello Bridge, it should be less once people start catching on because of course there were people who were taking the Patello Bridge who may have been able to take the Portman Bridge but they didn't want to pay, so they diverted over to this bridge. I'm just about to head onto the bridge. It's not looking too crazy right now, but again it depends on the time of day.
I did not pay toll and I'm very happy.
You're happy it's cheaper, right?
Yeah, and monthly we save almost $100. Yearly almost $1,012. It's very good. Gift.
Do you think it's going to get busier on the bridge?
It will be busier, I think.
I think it's nice for commuting, but I'm not sure where the money's going to come from.
I love it. It's about time. It's about time. I've spent enough money. I travel the bridge twice a day. I just work right on the other side of it, so I pay quite a bit. So I think my bill between me and my daughter probably comes out to almost $200 a month.
Do you think that money's going to go, you know, now that we don't have to pay for bridges, we're going to have to pay for something else?
Yeah, they'll get us somewhere else. They'll definitely ding us somewhere else. That's what they do. So I'm sure they'll find it somewhere.
Who in fact then pays for the bridges now that the tolls are eliminated?
This debt will be rolled into the provincial debt The debt for golden ears may well be rolled in as well. If we add patella, which is another $1 billion+ and ultimately Massey, that's money that comes right out of your pocket and isn't available for building schools and building hospitals.
A lot of people who go to work and use that bridge every day, twice a day. And there are businesses who use that bridge to do their business. Many of them actually email me, phone me and say, look, thank you very much, because now their life will be a little more affordable.
Here we are, we're crossing the bridge. We could keep doing this all day, Dean. This could be our thing. It's free. We could just be the bridge crossers.
But there are still many that remain a little skeptical and are concerned about the billions of dollars lost in tolls.
That's true. It's got to go somewhere. We'll be right back here on Fraser Focus in a moment. We're just going to keep crossing in the meantime.
These guys are going to do great in pretty much any situation. Great with kids, great with you know, adults and pets. I think they could live with both cats and dogs.
AdoptaPet has been brought to you by Purica, supplements for healthier pets.
Hey guys, welcome back to Fraser Focus, local faces and places here in the South Fraser and Fraser Valley region. It's our special AdoptaPet segment. We're here with Jane from the Langley Animal Protection Society, and we've got a whole bunch of cute little kitties here. Which one's this one?
This one is Little Pax. He is from our Zen litter, although he's not feeling very zen at the moment. Lots of energy these guys have.
So how many do we have?
There are 5 altogether. We have mom and then 5 babies. So 2 boys, 3 girls, all named after sort of Zen Buddhist kind of names. This is mom, Katsu.
There we go.
Yeah, she's a dilute calico. She's really cute and really sweet. This is such a social litter. These guys are going to do great in pretty much any situation. Great with kids, great with you know, adults and pets. I think they could live with both cats and dogs, and they're just super brave and super outgoing, very energetic. This would be a great litter to adopt 2 from, so that you've got a built-in playmate. They certainly love to run around and chase each other and wrestle and play with toys. Lots of fun. And of course, if you adopt 2, you get double the fun and double the cuddles.
That's exactly what we want. Now we're gonna head out into the yard and we are going to check out a cute little puppy.
Yeah.
Such cute little kittens. Now we're out here in the yard with Joy and Linnea. She's a cute one.
This is Joy. Hey, little 8-year-old mini poodle mix. Hey, Joy.
And how long has she been here for?
She's been here just about a month now. She's a lovely girl, great personality, great with dogs, cats, or kids.
And she's just about to take her recovery, it looks like.
Yeah. Here, Missy.
It's your little Purica.
Joy has a bit of a hard time in the back end with her knees, so she's a great candidate for recovery.
There we go. She's gonna feel a lot better. The adoption process, you guys are always looking for the right people. That's why sometimes it takes a bit for adoption, right?
Our goal is to place them once and forever. Sometimes it takes a month or 2 to find that perfect home, so we have no problem waiting for that home to come along.
And that's who we're gonna visit next, Paprika, who was adopted by Carla.
Paprika! Paprika, come on now, come on out in the front, come on. Of course, being a stray that was picked up, no, they didn't know her exact age, but their veterinarian estimated approximately 1.5 years. Of course, she was a female, she was spayed. But as I say, it's a little bit of an unknown with strays. We've had beagles for 30 years, but Paprika is definitely a different beagle. She had a few quirks, but we've worked through them. She's a wonderful, loving dog now. If we ever wanted another dog, when Paprika passes, we would definitely go back to Laps. There's so many dogs there aching for a good home.
You mentioned you were going to take Paprika to the Canadian Museum of Flight. What's that for?
Yes, after seeing what the wonderful job LAPS did, I wanted to have a fundraiser for LAPS involving the museum. So on September 23rd, we are having Pups for Pups, and we call it Pups for Pups because people can bring their dogs and have them photographed with the World War I Sup with Pup. It's going to be a wonderful day for dogs and people.
So it's basically a nice field trip for local pups.
Exactly, and we want to get all the people who have adopted dogs from LAPS there. Please come, bring your dog, and as I say, we're going to have some plain doggone fun at the museum.
Oh, see, not only are we adopting pets on this show, but we're inviting your dogs out for a good day of fun. We'll be right back here on Fraser Focus in a moment.
If it ain't all over your face, it ain't real barbecue. I don't know how I got so good at this.
Welcome back to Fraser Focus. A local food truck operator has been wowing the crowds not only with his community charitable work and his barbecue brilliance, but with tasty tales of his journey.
Well, this is a golf tournament to support a gathering place we call the Club in Port Moody. It's run by a Port Moody Seniors Friendship Society, and we're raising funds here so that we can make sure that everybody coming into the club in Port Moody has an opportunity to share at affordable prices and take in the activities for free.
Hello, gentlemen. How you doing? Too bad. How you doing? Oh, another day in paradise. Yeah. Memphis Mike. Hey. Your name is? Wade. Wade and John.
We've got some contests, we've got food vendors, we've got a tremendous food vendor in Memphis Mike. He's contributing everything, he's out here contributing back to our community.
Yeah, no doubt, and tasty treats nonetheless.
Absolutely.
Ooh, I can smell him. Well, I can smell his food, I can't smell him, but I can smell the food.
Well, Memphis Mike started when I started getting curious about doing barbecue competitions. That was in the early 90s. A guy told me about the New Westminster Key had these barbecue competitions, and I was already interested in doing barbecue. They said I had to come up with a barbecue name, so they said, what would you like us to call you? So I said, well, I was born in Memphis, Tennessee, and they go, there you go.
Memphis Mike.
Memphis Mike.
Memphis Mike was born.
When you become rich and famous, you can thank us. Well, I'm not rich yet, but I'm well known. Firebox. I was born in Memphis, Tennessee, grew up in California. We moved from Memphis when I was 6 years old. I went to California, stayed there till I joined the Navy. And then I ended up in a little place called Bangor, Washington Submarines. Bangor Submarine Base. I was a submarine sailor. March 9th, 1981, I came to check out BC and never left. 36 years later, I'm still here. Would you guys like a pulled pork sandwich?
Are you kidding?
Yes, my wife will help you. We also have, we have ribs too. So you can have rib, or they told me not to feed you guys a lot.
Well, I'm going ribs.
You're going to go for the ribs. Just go for that then.
Initial thoughts on that? Amazing. What do you think?
It's excellent.
So this is what you're famous for right here is, what is this, ribs?
These are the pork side ribs.
All right, so what are we doing here? We've got to get messy. What is your motto here? If it ain't all over your face?
If it ain't all over your face, it ain't real barbecue.
It's all in my face right now.
Oh. I don't know how I got so good at this. Everybody has a time in their lives where they have the defining moment. My particular one came coming home one night, late at night from my cleaning business, and I got in a near fatal accident where I shattered my hip. Ended up with 13 screws in my hip, and I was worried about dying and bleeding to death, but people came out of nowhere and helped me. And the time came when I had the car accident, and I decided, okay, I'm not going to be driving around. I'm going to go, if I'm going to take a chance of losing my life, I'm going to be doing something I have a passion for.
Thank you. You're welcome.
Just polished it, mate. I just polished it.
There you go. You got it all over your face there.
Do I?
If you have, you just got some on your shirt. Your shirt too, dude. I love doing barbecue. I love the look on people's face when they eat my food. I love the look they get when they're surprised at how good it tastes. That's what I live for. I'm blessed that my wife, she supports me and she lets me do this crazy thing called food. It's a blessing to be able to do what you love and get a little cash at the same time.
You can catch Memphis Mike at various locations throughout the Fraser Valley all summer and winter long. Check his social media site for more details. I'm Dean Atwell, going in for thirds here. You're watching Fraser Focus. We'll be right back.
So I've got about just a little under 400 children that we're helping this year with school supplies to get them started for a successful school year. Sharpener. Highlighter.
Hey guys, welcome back to Fraser Focus, local faces and local places. Right now I'm in the city of Langley with the Salvation Army Gateway of Hope, and they're making it easier for students and parents to start the school year off right.
So what we're doing here today is we're packing school supplies for children in the Langley and Aldergrove School District. So I've got about just a little under 400 children that we're helping this year with school supplies to get them started for a successful school year.
And I have a girl, a grade 4 girl.
I've been in Langley, working for the Langley Salvation Army since 2005, and we've been doing this since then. It has grown significantly since 2005.
Okay, so I got a binder. Okay.
The cost of living in general for our low-income families and low-income working families, they're feeling it, I believe. So a lot of our stuff is donated, and through physical donations of school supplies and money donations, we purchase the difference that we're needing to meet the needs.
And one of these, no Sharpies. Oh, 6 to 12. Oh, I gotta read this. So this is a lot of bags. How many do you have here?
We're just halfway through grade 2 right now, so I would guess maybe 100 so far.
So it starts kindergarten up to what grade?
Grade 12.
Grade 12, whoa.
Yeah.
So, and this is just to grade 2 right now?
Yeah, this is halfway through grade 2.
Wow, wow.
You'll find dual tangs, binders, crayons, pencil crayons, glue, ruler, loose leaf paper, Sharpies.
Oh, thanks. I'm terrible at this.
It is some work, but we've got some great community partners and volunteers who come alongside with us. And it's the Salvation Army's mission to be to meet practical needs, to meet human needs, and be a transforming influence. So we want to be able to provide these kids with all the tools and resources they need to succeed at school. We absolutely want them to feel what we felt when we went to school, that feeling of pride and confidence as they head back to the classroom.
Pencil, crayon, glue.
And the glue I always wanted.
What grade are you going into?
Grade 2.
What kind of school supplies are you going to get? What kind of stuff is going to come in this bag? Maybe a pencil?
Yeah.
What else?
Scissors.
Scissors? Anything exciting? Do you like to color?
Yeah.
I hope there's markers in there for you then.
Yeah.
Prices of school supplies keep going up, and we're on a fixed income and disability, so you got to try and stretch every dollar. So this is a real blessing to get some school supplies that we don't have to go and run around town and shop around for. And I heard we might even get a backpack too.
Oh, that's the best part, right?
Best part is the backpack.
Sweet. Is that okay? Is that good?
It always surprises me, the generosity of people, like to see this room with so much. It just shows that a lot of people are giving. And if they knew how much it's appreciated, I just want to say thank you.
We are truly blessed by this.
You only have so much money, so it's like, oh, do we buy food or does the kid get school supplies?
Right. Yeah, we make it stretch, but we make do, and this helps out definitely, for sure. Yeah, and she's just learning to write her name and all that, so this will be fun for her. Yeah.
Are you excited for kindergarten? Yeah. Salvation Army puts this together every year. What did you say to them?
They've been great. They've helped me out since she was born. So they were there for...
I hope we got that on camera.
Oh, geez, of course.
A minimal amount of backpacks were donated this summer. If you want to donate, feel free anytime. In the meantime, we're going to head to another story in your community here on Fraser Focus. Get back to work, Daryl.
The BC government has recently announced that properties like farms and nurseries based on Agricultural Land Reserve, or ALR, are now able to host non-agricultural events.
From a personal perspective, I love doing weddings again. I'm in my happy place. From a business perspective, 10 weddings isn't really going to make a whole lot of difference. As a farmer, I don't think it's a good ruling at all. Really, it's not going to have a whole lot of impact on the actual farmers, but what it will allow is that all these small acreages, 5-acre parcels, now can have weddings, and they're not related to farm income. Thank you very much, sir.
Get your wedding stuff back.
Oh, yeah, we are kind of a little bit, not
they released it all now?
No, just 10, just 10.
10 a year?
Yeah.
This is where we played. We played in the greenhouses. This is everything to me, so.
And who are you marrying? Where's your man?
John Gilbrady, just here.
You excited?
Very excited.
Yeah, are you making any of the decisions at all regarding this wedding?
Well, previously there was a lot of unregulated things happening on ALR lands. With this decision, landowners will be, and people who want to have a wedding on a farm know exactly what has to be done. There are some fire safety issues. We're working our way through that. And I look forward to having many, many events on our picturesque farms here in Abbotsford.
I think it's fantastic, especially since it means so much to her, and you know, it's important to her, it's important to me.
Holy whoa, another great story. I have no idea where half of these stories come from. Sometimes it's research on the internet, sometimes it's an email, sometimes it's just word of mouth, or it could be something really cool, and Dean's come up with pretty cool ideas lately.
Well, it certainly keeps us on the move. Fraser Focus, bringing you stories that are often overlooked by mainstream media.
That's it for this week's edition of Fraser Focus, bringing you stories from beyond the bridge.
Now remember, if you have a story that you'd like us to share, please feel free to contact us. I'm Dean Atwell.
And I'm Leah Bolton. See you next week.